G'day and welcome back to Gatekeeper's coverage of the 2023 Queensland Open presented by Disc Connection and Disc Doctor. This coverage has been provided by RAD, Gatekeeper Media and Disc Golf Justice. We are at Pine Rivers Park in Brisbane in the absolute bogan Queensland state.
Let's be honest.
I'm Andrew Ferguson and I'm with Paddy Robinson and Tim Bowen. We are the Tee Off podcast and we're doing the commentary for this event.
Nailed it.
So rude. I might get in trouble for that.
The Brisbane boys are going to hate you for that first beautiful part of the country.
Starting round two. This is the feature card. Jade with a 3 down, Rhys with a 1 down, Aaron even, and myself +1. Who else? Austin, Blake, all +1 as well. Ryan Hart and Dan Frost with 2 over, and Paul and Adam with 3s. So still pretty tight there.
Very tight. Round 1 was showing its teeth. Very windy, but start of round 2, pretty ideal conditions. Starting off with a 205-metre par 4. It's just a cracking starting hole, this one. You can mash whatever you want off the box, get as much distance as you possibly can, because this upshot is very treacherous. OB path on the right, there's an OB marked line on the left, and the basket's on a bit of a mound, so you want to put it close, or you've got a tricky putt.
Jade leading us away. And, mate, look at those flags. Barely moving.
Dead still. We're in the heart of winter, but Queensland is just a beautiful part of the world.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, Jay's got a nice move in this one.
That's a great shape. Little nose up, so it won't go max distance, but that's a great landing zone. It's got all of 70 metres left. Here's Rhys Wisniewski with his feature card, lead card debut, rocking the Heiser Flight jersey there. Nice little Heiser flip and got the turn too. That's a great starting drive for Rhys.
Yeah, Rhys throwing a mixed bag. Likes that Heiser flip shot, actually.
He's only very new to the sport, Rhys, but progressing very, very quickly, finding himself on an MPO lead card. Very, very well done.
Here we have our local again, Aaron Moreton, throwing for Disc Connection. Oh, no, excuse me.
Disc Golf
Warehouse. Disc Golf Warehouse. Sorry, Sean. Disc Golf Warehouse.
We do have Rhys from Disc Connection taking some cracking snaps on the left-hand side there.
Yeah, just had to be careful not to smack him with a disc on the way through.
Great forehand from Aaron. Right in the heart of the field there. Now, Paddy, you found yourself on feature card somehow.
Yep, didn't think I'd get there with +1. And also got on here with the technicality of being old. Because my PDGA number was lower than all these spring chickens.
Mature.
Very nice.
Mature. Oh, thank you, Fergie. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Great drive to start your round there.
I like to think I'm mature. My wife doesn't, but yeah.
Here we go, Rhys. I do like the forehand approach to this basket. The backhand just flirts with the OB line a little
that's
too
an angle.
much.
That's going to be good, though. That'll be at the circle. Oh, bit of a weird skip, but yeah, he's definitely there.
Little short. That's going to be a scary putt up to the mound with OB just behind it, but good approach from Rhys.
Aaron, I love having a lefty on the card. See all the different lines.
A lefty and a local. He'll know all the shortcuts.
Oh, I like this.
Battle skip.
Oh, needs to hold on.
Ooh,
That should be good. Should be good.
Think that went OB.
Oh, did it?
I think so.
That path does come up very, very quickly. Paddy with the backhand.
Yeah, I was pretty excited. So I was like, Timmy, I know you're going to be watching this. I'm going to try and...
Paddy. That would have got me excited to start the round. Not going to lie. That looked like it was going straight in.
No, I released that so wrong. Should have been like this.
Jade wants the gentle turn. Wow, that disc just ran out of speed and dropped, and that's a great upshot from Jade. Here's Rhys. Look at how close that path is behind the basket.
Yep, smart.
Absolutely.
I'll be doing the same, Rhys.
Yeah.
I'll be doing the same.
I think we saw about 20 putts from the feature card on this hole in the first round. They were all sorts of putts. So laying up and taking a par.
Jade, probably not one to lay up.
I don't think he's ever laid up in his life.
No, not from 9 metres and no wind.
Absolutely dead centre. Well done, Jade. Moving 4 down and extending his lead.
Aaron did go OB.
So he has this for the par save.
Yeah,
nicely
count
done.
that.
Good save.
So Jay getting a stroke on the card here, straight up.
Don't you just hate it when the leader gets one more to start the rounds?
Yeah.
It's just rude, if you ask me.
It was eating at me. No, it was beautiful putt.
Hole 2, Fergie.
Yeah, we're back to our 158-metre par 4. A bit of a tricky one, this. It's definitely birdieable, but you can find yourself in a bit of trouble. There is a Mando that you have to negotiate, which is on your left, keeping you to the right. But yeah, you want to keep this one nice and dead centre in the middle of the fairway to give yourself a chance at a nice second throw and hopefully a bird.
Jade had a bit of trouble on this hole yesterday, but looks like he's corrected, and that is perfect.
Yeah, that is ideal. Actually,
has faded a
little long.
He's going to have to contend with some early gaps on that second shot, but he's progressed plenty of ways down the fairway. Rhys keeping it nice and low, which is smart. Yeah. Unfortunately, a little short, but relatively clean there. Now the forehand.
Oh, look at this thing. Check up.
Great turn. That's beaten the corner and then some.
Oh, and the little roll back.
That little half a metre roll back that he got makes all the difference.
Yeah.
The tree roots on this hole are so hard to contend with. You basically have to throw standstill. Paddy, that's a...
Super early, man.
That is a lamb shank if I've ever seen one.
Super early.
So how close are you to the Mando here? You're just trying to play for position here?
You can see the flags. I'm trying to hit this gap here.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, yeah, I got this.
Oh, that's nose up, though.
What are you talking about? I hit the gap there.
You got the gap.
That's all I was thinking, mate.
Good line. About 40 metres lower would have been ideal.
Yeah. Not the first couple of drives I want starting this round, but
great positional play there from Rhys.
Yeah, he's in. Lay up, take a par. Yeah, this is very tricky from Jade. He does have a little bit of fairway to work with, but this is not an easy shot.
How on earth did he do that?
No, he certainly hit his line.
Yeah, great shot.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably just a little bit outside circle there, but insane shot from where he was.
Putting uphill.
With the half, Paddy?
Saviour, that one actually, Fergs. Yeah, because it saved me, mate.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, great upshot for par there, Paddy. That's not an easy upshot. You made it look easy. Aaron with a bit of the Nate Sexton hop.
Yeah, a little skip there. I like that.
Yeah, and that's sat down perfectly. He's got about 4 metres left for the bird. Does anyone else feel like those short, open little layups can sometimes get you? Or,
absolutely.
Or you're doing what Rhys did every time there?
I'm not. And absolutely, on holes like this where there's a bit of a slope, last thing you want is out of circle.
Jade Brady! What a catch!
2 for 2 from range. I was about to say last thing you want is a putt from there for par, but apparently for birdie, easy, as Jade just showed.
That was huge.
Aaron also looking for the bird here.
Yes, great. I'm glad he got the bird. Cracking drive from Aaron. Oh, Paddy, you've gone the Katrina Allen with the backpack on. Never recommended.
Well,
Never.
Mate, I didn't quite because, it went in the basket.
Yep.
So, all right, hole 3, 106 metre par 3. Very tricky hole, this one. I don't know which line the drone is flying there, but do you want to go right of that middle tree in the fairway, get all the way down and have a little bit of a skip back? It really lines up for the righty forehand or righty turnover backhand is there. You just want to try and get the 3 here, really, and not take strokes.
Oh, it's such a great committed shot from Jade. He makes the backhand shots look so smooth.
It's a beautifully designed hole, this one. I really like it.
I just don't like the tee pad. The tee pad, as you can see, everyone's teeing off basically 45 degrees across that pad. They've put it there for the righty backhand turnover, but it makes the righty forehand very awkward. Looks like Rhys is utilising the righty backhand shot.
Ooh.
Sneaking around that tree.
That was so close.
Oh, great. And
that's awesome.
Stayed on the fairway. I'm going to have to ask him if he meant to go on the left side of that tree or the right side. I think the right side's more common, but he's got a long look for the birdie. And here's Paddy starting off the pad, just sneaking onto the corner there. And that's a cannon of a forehand. Big skip. Oh, Paddy. What a shot.
Yeah.
Elbows feeling good, mate, because you weren't throwing those forehands for a while. It's obviously
Nah.
back in the arsenal.
Yep.
Great
I
shot.
was happy with that one, mate.
Yeah.
Happy to get this one.
Here's Aaron from distance for the bird. This basket was so open. The wind was just playing havoc in round one. It's kind of weird putting with no wind in round two, to be honest. Here's Rhys with a lengthy look for birdie. It's coming up a little short, but taking a easy par on this hole. No one's going to complain with that.
So Jade's just smacked one from outside the circle on the hole before. Can he go 3 from 3? Oh.
That'd be an airball, Paddy, and a resounding no. The man is human.
Gave it a chance. Gave it a chance.
It was a buttery drive, though, from Jade. And as I said, taking a par, you're never complaining with pars on this course, particularly the first 9 holes. Very challenging.
Aaron just cleaning up his par.
We haven't got to your drive yet, Paddy. 106-metre par 3, and your forehands put you, 3 metres away?
Yeah, textbook park job.
Going to see some of that patented Paddy Robinson praying mantis. No, the jab putt. Well done, sir.
Yep.
Taking the 2. Now, hole 4, 129-metre par 3, relatively wooded on the left-hand side, but all inbounds. Relatively open on the right-hand side, but all out of bounds. If you want to be risky, you can try and throw straight up this road, beat the yellow Guardian gate there. And
Skip under it or over it, yeah.
Sneak into the circle. Saw a lot of big numbers this hole. I personally played with a 9 and an 8 in the first round. That looks like a great drive so far, Paddy.
Yeah. Just get one up there. I like this fade back, even though it's short.
Yeah.
Happy.
You take that all day.
At least you're not flirting with that OB long.
Yeah, the danger was going OB and then having to throw your third shot only 20 metres in front of the pad and having basically the same shot. That's way too high from Jade. He yanked one right in the first round and he's overcorrected here, but missing all the trees and he's in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, he's already got strokes on the last round.
Aaron opting for the lefty flick. This one's got pretty stable on him, but he's caught a tree and dropped safe.
As long as you get through that first line of trees, they're the ones that kick you straight OB. So, good snap from Rhys.
Yeah, I like the flip up. I like the flip up play.
Yeah, kind of calls for a hyzer flip this hole.
Yeah.
And that's an ideal result. Obviously, lengthy looks for yourself and Rhys, Paddy, but great drives. If you can break this down and make it a guaranteed par with a chance of a long look for birdie, you take it.
Yeah, the risk of big numbers is so high. I was happy to take par here.
Very nice upshot from Aaron there. As you can see, there's OB long and right of this basket, so the upshots are tricky.
Ooh, that's coming back.
Stalling out, not quite parked, but as I said, Jade.
That's Jade parked.
He doesn't ever miss 2 putts in a row, and he missed one on the last hole, so no worries at all.
Just laying up from Rhys. And I'd like to say I'm running this, but nah. I'm laying up.
I mean,
let's be honest.
OB's what? 2 metres past the basket? 4 metres past? You gave it a chance, Paddy. It was high enough, but looking at the stat sheet, 0 birdies on this hole for round 2. I'd like to know how many doubles. It was playing almost a full stroke over par. But
Jade,
the
not missing.
Lead card keeping it very clean.
Well, 17% of the MPO field went worse than bogey on this.
17%. So,
Yeah.
oh boy. Don't think it quite saw the double-digit numbers that we were seeing on the first round.
It's the first time I really played with Rhys, actually. It's good. He impressed me.
Rightio, hole 5, 86 metres, a par 3. It looks like a complete wall of trees, and it kind of is, but there is a nice little gap where the drone is flying through now. Definitely favours a bit of a right-hand, backhand hyzer. And Paddy, you going to show us the way?
I'm gonna try, Fergie. Just
show
for
us
you.
something.
Just for you. Nah.
Got the justice. That's very skinny.
Yeah.
And very early.
This hole was getting me, to be honest. It was, didn't quite know what to throw. I went I hit the line in the first round, but went crazy long.
So Jade almost hit the backhand line that you need to hit there, just a bit high. You went a bit long, Paddy?
Went long in the first round, so I went down to a mid-range to, not go as long, but no cigar.
Aaron keeping that one nice and low, but unfortunately catching a tree.
It's true. Like, distance-wise, this is one you want to get, but just hit one of those trees early. This is fantastic from Rhys. Great drive.
I was completely unaware of that gap on the right-hand side that everybody's hitting. I thought, I think the smoothest path or the easiest path to this basket was a sort of flex forehand.
Yeah, okay.
This is very common what you see here, hitting early and having a relatively routine upshot to get the par. Jade perhaps giving that a little run.
So you threw the flex on this round?
Absolutely. I think I carved it up nicely too with the Sexton Firebird. Put this one on the pole.
Oh, lovely.
Great birdie from Rhys.
Yeah, really solid from Rhys. Really good two to get.
Apparently, if you looked back at the tee pad from the basket, that gap on the right-hand side was very obvious. But off the tee pad, it looked like you were just poking it through the trees, to be honest.
And we're just...
Paddy, I'm not liking this Katrina Allen trend. Take the backpack off, for Pete's sake.
No, mate.
Moving on, hole 6, 169 metre, par 4. Big forehand flex off the tee puts you in a good spot for a righty backhand approach to this basket. Or you can take the riskier line left of those trees over the OB to access this hidden basket at the back here. One of the easier par 4s on the course, boys.
Yeah, it's one most of the open field want to get, to be honest. If you take a 4, it feels like you're losing a stroke to the field, really. That's a big flick from Rhys there.
Yep, that is textbook. He's going to have nothing but a sort of zone or an overstable approach putter shot for the birdie. How do you go on the roller? Very aggressive, mate.
Yeah, just trying to get it a bit more around the corner.
Yep.
Just to open up the access to the basket there.
Yeah, being very right opens up that line, doesn't it? That's a great play. So Jade's roller hit the tree on the left in the first round. Let's see if he's corrected. He has.
Yeah, good correction.
Yeah, this looks like it's going a long ways. Look at it go.
Yeah, he's done well there.
Great angle there from Jade.
Can't say I practiced the roller on this hole, but it does look like a very good option.
Yeah, with no wind like this, it's pretty straightforward. But, I mean, you've just got to get around or just get out there. It's not particularly difficult for the open field distance-wise.
Yeah, this is a good look at the approach shot, though. Definitely don't want to hit that big tree, because if you do clip any part of it, you're basically getting dropped down into the OB.
I'm curious to see what happened on this.
Paddy.
Oh, no. Yeah, good.
Looks like it hit the
All
pot.
right. I'll take it.
Do you think it was too hot, did you?
I think, mate, it must have been the first round. I had one that skipped and went OB.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aaron with a beautiful move on that disc.
Absolutely textbook from Aaron.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, Rhys opting for the lower line.
Yeah, I do like that. In the shade for a putt for birdie, you take that. And Jade, after that roller, it's got the standstill option.
Yeah, money. And this is what we would expect most of the open field to be doing. Just get out in the field, get a look, take your 3.
Little fluttery on that putt, Rhys, but right in the heart of the chains, take the birdie.
It's going back to back with that too.
Oh, Jade, unfortunately, a bit right. He's not happy with that at all. Oh, Paddy.
Oh, Little right,
boy.
but probably a little.
No,
unlucky.
don't you dare say.
I just
Don't
said
you
a little
dare,
unlucky.
mate. That was filth.
Paddy,
That was filth.
Look, I'm the adjudicator. That was weak side. Not blaming
Play
the
it
basket
back.
on that one.
Play it back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fergie, am I hearing weak side?
It was definitely weak.
That was weak side.
Weak side.
I may have designed some
Mate.
of these baskets. The course does feature the Rad Ace and the old Disc Golf Park target.
Alrighty.
Hole 7, 83 metres, par 3. We're back to our must-get birdie. I don't know what the stats are for this round, but I've got a feeling that the majority of the open field would at least give it half a crack for a bird.
Only 0.35 under par. It should be playing a lot more. This hole is so routine. You just feel bad if you don't get it. I guess the mistake is throwing it too high because that did happen in round 1 a bit, and Rhys has made the same mistake, falling a little short. But he'll have a circle 2 look for the bird.
Should be pretty straightforward for Aaron. Lefty backhand. Go around the back of the tree.
Oh.
Yeah, he caught the bark and he's come up a little short, but either side of that tree is absolutely fine. I'm sure as the local, Aaron's got this hole absolutely dialed into his muscle memory. Paddy, opting for a B Pro, it looks like.
Yeah. Just somehow got a little bit high. I was not happy with that, especially after that horrible spit out.
And Jade won't throw a forehand unless he absolutely has to.
And he doesn't there.
And that was weak side again, Paddy, once more. Now, here you are from range. Oh, decent bid.
Decent bid. Oh, thanks, Tim. Yeah. I love having decent bids from Circle 5.
Don't you just hate it when someone says good bid?
Reese looking for a turkey.
No, I love it, especially on commentary. Boom!
Great shave. Look at that.
Look at that.
Run it in, son.
Run that in. 3 in a row for
Very
Rhys.
elegant running.
Oh, no, Reese, you got to work on that running, mate.
I want to see some knees higher.
Not everybody has the raptor legs. Here's Aaron. He's probably unhappy he's left it a little short, but the putt cleans it up.
Yeah.
Happy to get that one. And there's no running in for Aaron. Looks like he's got a bit of a bandage. That leg's been through some wars, so he'll stroll it in.
So
Jade here, just trying not to think about the putt on the last hole. And
Oh.
he does the opposite.
Looking a little lethargic so far, Jade. Still in the lead at 5 down. Good clean up,
Yeah.
Paddy. But Rhys...
See what happens when you hit dead centre?
oh, mate. Oh, it was weak side.
So Jade, perhaps feeling some pressure from Rhys, who's put 3 down on the last 3 holes, moving to within 1 shot.
All right. Hole 8, 236 metre par 4. Absolutely cracking par 4 this. OB on the left side, OB on the right side, OB long. Yeah, absolutely banging. You really want to get off the tee here to give the birdie any sort of chance. And yeah, 2 massive drives.
Yeah,
That'll get you there.
How long do you think this one plays, Paddy? Because 236, I think, undersells it a little bit. Might be straight from tee to basket.
Yeah, I think you really have to get off at least 110, 120. I think there's a slight rise in elevation here down the fairway that brings you a little bit shorter. But yeah, you want to be, if you can be up around the basket that's got the garbage bag on it,
Yeah.
that's blacked out, then you're looking at the birdie, distance wise, definitely.
Paddy turning that one over maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, we had a tiny little bit of wind come up left to right, and that thing got away from me, unfortunately.
You've got that OB line on the left making you push to the right. I saw everybody do exactly what you and Jade have done here, Paddy. Get a little bit of extra turn because they want to make sure they don't fade into that OB.
Money from Jade there.
Yep, great shot with his cloud breaker. Rhys first to act for the second shot. Looks like he's probably out of birdie distance. But he's put a good move on that disc. Nice and safe. Should have a routine up and down for the par. How are you going for this one?
Always going for it, mate.
Great shape.
Yeah, it felt good out of the hand, but I'm just way too short still.
Yeah, it's risky putting any more flex on your disc too with that OB on the right-hand side. Aaron going for the forehand. I'm really starting to like Aaron's forehand. Nice low whip.
It was so smooth. So Aaron's been playing longer than me, but I reckon we've only played together only a handful of times, and it's been years since I've played with him. So it was awesome to see his progression and everything was looking very, very smooth. This is a risk of going OB.
Yeah. He almost looked blocked by the temporary basket, to be honest.
I saw something similar in the first round, actually.
Not fighting back enough, and he'll have to come back a little bit with a penalty. It's pretty good at the old standstill approaches, Jade. And this one's no exception, putting that nice in the bullseye. But Rhys up and down. He's put that close, and that'll be a par for Rhys and a bogey for Jade. That'll make things very interesting. They'll both be tied, Paddy.
He's playing very solid, Rhys.
As I said, first lead card in MPO, Rhys, and not showing any signs of nerves so far. Getting some nice early scores on the first half of this course, which is tough. And Paddy, what the hell was that I just saw?
Clearly a layup, mate. Clearly a layup. I didn't have my bag on.
If you released that any later, it would have gone backwards, mate.
Gave it a chance? I don't know. Probably not.
I still would have said nice bid.
How'd you go on this, Tim?
Look, I think I got a par today, but bogey the first day in the wind. Very tricky. Moving on, Jade showing the first signs of a blemish on the card. Hole 9, 115-metre par 3. Takes a bit of a crank of a forehand to get this one in the circle because it may be a little uphill. 115 metres is no joke. Backhand turnovers are going to be better today with no wind than they were yesterday. But I think the play is a forehand if you've got it. Rhys putting a nice flex on that.
It's a good move. It's got sneaky distance.
That's exactly the same thing. And as long as you don't hit that ridge there, you get a bit of skip. And he's in the circle looking at a birdie. I'd love to be able to throw a backhand. I think this 115 metres is asking a little bit for my forehand.
Oh, good little pop.
Good.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Sneaking in. That'll be
circle edge.
That'll be a 10-metre putt.
Paddy opting for the forehand.
What are you throwing here, Paddy?
This is a rive. I was really happy with it. But then just hit the edge, and that probably went from a 3 or 4 metre skip to a 2 metre skip.
Yeah, that ridge. It's a very fast green, this one. So the skips are plenty. You just got to get over that little hill.
That's a nice shape from Jade.
Yeah, this thing looked money off the tee, and then his circle edge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's under the basket. But, yeah.
Everyone in the circle, though. Paddy first to act, and...
I'll give it to you. That one was left.
Not quite. Not happy about it.
Oh, I hated that. I felt good out of the hand.
Here's Aaron from range. Yes, great putt. I mean, that was weak side too, but he caught a few more chains than you did, Paddy. Great work. He's sneakily getting some birdies, moving into a tie for second at 4 down. Jade, a little high. Hasn't quite found his rhythm to start this round, Jade.
And this is an opportunity for the lead.
Cash
money.
money. 5 down.
Fluttery out of the hand, but it does the job.
Moving into first place, Rhys. This is huge. 4 down through these first 9 holes to start the first half of the second round is huge. The back 9 is where you score on this course. Not according to Rhys, though. And Paddy, be taking yet another par.
Yeah.
Just the 1 down for the round, Paddy. Slow start.
Getting back to even though. Rhys, though, on fire. 4 down, 5 under, leading the way. Jade with a 1 down, 4 under. He won't be super happy with that start there.
That's it. Aaron will, though. 4 down as well. And,
very solid.
Yeah, very tight at the top here. Make sure you join us for the back 9 of round 2. And thanks again, Gatekeeper, Rad, and Disc Golf Justice for covering this Aussie event.